Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel. My name is Misha and this is Misha Makes. Today I'm going to break down how I achieve this everyday makeup look. It's super simple and I think everyone should have a makeup look like this that they don't even have to think about. They just throw on, especially when you're in a rush. So if you'd like to know how I achieve this look, please stay tuned. Can't wait. Okay guys, so I already started by prepping my skin, but today I was using the Clinique Moisture Surge Hydra Lotion. And then I followed up, of course, with my lotion, just moisturizer, with the Infallible Pro Matte foundation. So I just put, and I put a small amount because I don't like wasting product. So I'll put a tiny little dot, and as I'm going, I'll go ahead and build on that. I'll also go ahead and put a tiny dot of these illuminating drops. I got this from, let's see, and it's infused with niacinamide. I got this from, I believe it was TJ Maxx, and it was a dual package. Okay guys, if you guys are not going to TJ Maxx and getting some of your makeup items, you're sleeping on a well-kept secret. So I'll go ahead and do a little blob of that because I do want to mix them together, but I do want to keep them separate. And then I'm also going to go in, let's see here. I'm reaching for one of my foundation brushes and we're going to kind of mix that together. And this is pretty much like my go-to look for summertime. I do like, I've got a lot of freckles, so it just depends how much time I have, where we're going, where I'm going. And if I've got time to do kind of a full routine. So I don't know if you can tell, but I try to stay away from like these areas right here. Like those are my problem areas. So what I've noticed is foundation will sit in those lines, and that's what I don't want. All right, so since this is a get ready with me, and this is my first YouTube video, let me give you guys a little bit of context as to who I am. My name is Misha. I am a mom. I've got a 10-year-old daughter. I am a wife. I used to be a surgical dental tech, and before that, I was a dental assistant for quite some time. And then before that, well, after that, I was into real estate. So I got my real estate license, but let me just tell you something. Real estate is very cutthroat. I'm just not that person. I'm not. My channel is called Misha Makes because at any given time, I've got like 6 projects going on. No, like always. I always have some kind of project going on. So I'm going in with a little bit more foundation because I do want some more coverage. I don't always cover my freckles, but I do like to, I'm a full coverage kind of girl. I thinly layer on, and I don't know if you guys can tell yet, but I'm really hitting right here, around here, here, and up in here. I want to stay away from here, and we'll get into that later. So I'm putting a little bit more on. The foundation is it's looking pretty good. Take a look at that. That's looking okay. I want to build up a little bit more. So, and I still have, this is how my little mixing plate looks because I've mixed in just a little bit of the dewdrops or the highlighting drops, whatever you've got. Use what you've got. Don't go out and buy anything new. You don't need anything fancy and new for this. And again, just a little bit. We're going in real thin. It's always easier to build it up, and I really do think that makes a huge difference as far as like your makeup not looking cakey. That's the one thing. Cake face is no good. And on so yeah, I've had 1,500 jobs in my lifetime. Oh, I'm Jamaican. That's why also. No, I'm kidding. But we do tend to work quite a few jobs. I love reading. Love reading. I read a ton of books. Well, I used to read a ton of books. Now I just listen to books on tape, which is okay. I still get, you know, the story and okay. So I like listening to books on tape. Um, and if you guys don't know, there is an app. It's called the Libby app. If you have a card, a library card, you can pretty much get all these library books for free. I mean, everything you can possibly want for free. And you just have to plug your library card in there, download the Libby app, Libby. It's been my best friend for literally, I would say, over 10 or 15 years now. So my daughter's 10, and I remember before I had her, I had time to read, but now I just listen to audiobooks. But still, that counts. Okay, I like that base. Already, that looks just so much better. I think I'm pretty even. All right, let's go in with, we're gonna spot conceal. And I've got my Almay. It's Almay Ageless Hydrating Concealer. I really like this concealer in medium 030. I'm gonna put just a dab of this concealer onto my little palette because I love my little mixing pad. A little mixing pad, I'll show you where I put my concealer. And then we're gonna go right in underneath. And do you see how that's like the exact same color? I'm not going in lighter. I don't want when lights go off, it look like a ghost entered my body. No, that's not the look. I want all my stuff to be at the same spot. And I go underneath my eyes, around my freckles. And then I'm also gonna grab my damp beauty blender. Well, it was damp, but now it's just kind of dried out. And I'm just gonna dab, just to blend, nothing crazy. And we're gonna go in again. So I usually also wipe product off of those laugh lines as I'm going. And feel free, wherever you've got, you know, your troubled spots, whether it's in here or in here or in here, just take that product and kind of move it so that it doesn't sit in those lines. I also put, because I don't wear a lot of foundation. I mean, if you saw the amount that I end up putting on, it's just really tiny. So we're just gonna press that in, and I just kind of take a look and see, where do I need more coverage? What's going on? So this isn't the line, but this is like right next to the line. And then I'm gonna bring it up just a little. Right there underneath my nose. And I'm gonna do the other side just like that. And we're gonna, so back to all of the crazy things that I make. Let's take a look at that. See if we like this. Yeah, this is looking good. There's a little bit of a light spot right there. I'm gonna go in with just a little bit more concealer. And I mean, look at this. The product just like melts in. You can't even see it. I'm going to use a little bit of the foundation that I had left over. And we're just going to push that into the skin. Now, so I like to make accessories. I'm obsessed. I mean, like rabbit hole spiral obsessed. I'll do headbands, purses, hair clips, earrings, necklaces. I'm making it all. I'm just making. I'm constantly, I like furniture flips. Actually, I don't know if you can see, but this wardrobe behind me, later on, I'm gonna use the technique that I used to get this. You can't really tell because I actually repainted it. I painted it white. I'll throw in a picture of what it used to look like. But I like, you know, furniture renovations. I like painting. I like cooking. I like anything artistic that, you know, you can do in your free time. The only thing I haven't gotten into, I sew as well. The only thing I haven't gotten into is crocheting. Like, not really a big crochet person. Love the way it looks. And it's like so trendy and popular now. It's so funny. Anywho, okay. So let me just take a look at my base here. Yeah. Sorry, I'm off camera, just getting a little bit closer to the mirror so I can see if I'm even. Okay, yeah, this is looking good. I might go in with a little bit more foundation just because I want a little bit more coverage. And I'm also going to do my e.l.f. Halo Glow. I typically use this for just a highlighter. Whenever I put it on like my full face, it always makes me look so greasy. I don't know. I'm not one of those girls that can like wear it and have it not look greasy. So I typically tend to just put it right here, and then I'll do like a little smidge right there on my forehead. And please, if you guys are conscious or self-conscious about your foreheads, listen, I've got a dome and I highlight, I powder, I don't care. Like we are trying to embrace everything that makes us different. We do not want to look like the collective. Like I'm not trying to look like me and everybody on social media are related. We're not. We're all different. And so, you know, if you've got a big old forehead, you better rock your big old forehead. If you've got a gap, you better rock your gap. If you've got a face full of freckles, then listen, rock your face full of freckles. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of, and that's looking good too. That's looking, all right, so we're almost done. I'm gonna take my contour stick. This is from, actually this is from Marshall's. It's called Sister Bronze and Shade Duo Contour Stick. Oh, most of my writing has like come off, so, but it's got one end, that's the contour, and then one end is a highlighter stick. I never use the highlighter stick, it's just kind of orangey for me, but the contour, which I love, it's gray. It's like a brown gray. It's not that red undertone that you see in everything. Literally, I don't know why. If it says brown, why is it red? Well, I guess you need red to make brown, but whatever. This is, it's kind of like Rihanna's line where it doesn't, but without the price tag. Because I think I got this for like all of maybe $7.99, but I love this stuff. And I'm so sad because look at this. It's almost done. Sad face. Okay, that's all right. Forge ahead. So we're gonna go contour. Where do I wanna do contour? Contour. And I'm just gonna kind of, because I'm gonna connect them. Oops. Okay. You know, it's funny because I usually don't do my makeup on camera, so it's kind of like a learning curve here for me. Um, and I'm gonna get a different brush. It's a angled blending brush, and again, I think I might have gotten this one from Five Below. Okay, it doesn't matter. Come on, let's blend this sucker out. Okay, so we're blending out, and all the makeup that I use high end, but mostly I use drugstore or cheaper stuff, honestly, like stuff that you can get from the beauty supply store. Like, I don't have time to be spending $35 on a contour stick. I'm sorry. No, not in these trying times. Just no. That's a no for me. Every now and then, like certain products that I've tried and I'm like, oh, I absolutely love this. If it's worth it, like for a foundation, yes, because it's your base. But for everything, no, that's no. And especially if you're gonna go through it really quickly. Okay, so I'm just blending that out. And what I'll do is I'll use this to start blending it out, but then I'll go in with my beauty blender. And I'll hit both sides. There we go. Okay, we're making some progress. All right, so we've carved out our cheekbones. And usually I don't contour my nose just because, I mean, it's all right. But if I want to really like look like I'm like fully like beat to the gods, I will. I'll go in with that same flat brush and just open up my contour stick. And we're gonna go right in there. So I connect that brow. Just like that. Just like that. And now we're gonna blend. Now we're not gonna blend too much because that would defeat the purpose of having it on. Okay. Yeah. I'm liking that. Okay. So now that we've got those things going, let's do some powder. So I have the Fit Me powder, but I also have my not my Charlotte Tilbury. We're gonna use the Laura Mercier. Okay, so I've tried the regular translucent, I've tried the translucent honey, and this is the 3D, it is the translucent setting powder. Wait, this isn't the right one. This is my other one, sorry. This one, hello. This one's empty. I love this one. Used all of it. Now it's all gone. So this is the one that I got and I was trying something new. So this is the translucent loose setting powder ultra blur. I like it. It's just that I feel like it leaves a little bit of a yellow tint, which I'm already yellow. Don't need a yellow tint. But it does blur and it does do a really good job at setting your foundation. So we can go in underneath the eyes because you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put shadow over that anyway. So I'm just setting that, and I use a small smidgen, You don't need a lot, especially okay. And then let's do just a little bit right there. But you know what? Let's go kind of hard. Let's go hard. Let's go hard. I'm actually going to get my, now, probably haven't seen someone do this in a really long time, but I'm going to get my I've got my Fit Me Maybelline powder in 310, which is sun beige. So if I want to be really, like really matte, I'll go in with this. And I'll just, oh, well, you know what? We'll go back over that. We'll go back over that, no biggie. So I'll just hit my eyes and this whole side because we're gonna be building on this. And all those spots that I put that cream contour, after we put powder, we're gonna go back with a contour powder. But for right now, so I'm just building, and you know what, let me hit that nose because it's looking a little shiny. What I like to do, I like to have a really matte base and then add my shine. Like, so I'm gonna add that shine back in because if I don't have the coverage that I need. I don't have, and it's like slipping and sliding and then it's non-existent. And what was the point? No, we need this sucker to stay all day. So I just going in with my brush and I'm gonna powder the bejeebas out of my face. And I don't do this all the time, but when I need that makeup to stay, and sometimes I won't go everywhere with my powder, I'll just go over the certain places that I don't have that contour, but so every now and then I'll just hit it up. It just depends on how much time I have. Now I have that same powder in a different color. So this is my contour color. And it's not really, I wouldn't even call it a contour color. I like contour that's still in the skin range, like that doesn't have like a shimmer or anything crazy in it. This is 362 and it's called Truffle. You can see I love it. Let's go ahead and my contour brush that I like, it's kind of an angled, where are you? Here we go. And I believe this is an Estee Lauder brush. God, it's so old. It doesn't even have writing on it anymore. Okay, that's all right. So we're gonna go in and all those little spots, we're gonna go over that we did our contour. We're gonna use our powder contour and we're gonna reinforce that sucker. Reinforce. So yeah, on my channel, you can expect basically tons of tutorials like this because I just absolutely love makeup. Book reviews. I'm a huge, huge, huge sci-fi fan. Huge, huge. Like sci-fi, or well, love sci-fi, love fantasy. I love a murder mystery. I love an assassin tale. I want you to take me out of this world. I do not want to even know where we are. I want you to build a world for me. I want to get so lost because if I feel like I'm watching the news while I'm supposed to be, you know, being entertained, that's not doing it. No, it's quite depressing. I don't want to think about it. Don't even know what to do. So if I'm going to be turning off the noise on the TV and listening to something, I want it to be something that is transformative. Okay, so, and you know, bring it down your neck because you don't want to have that line. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. And then we're going to blend this out a little bit more. Okay. Please excuse the, I'm going to carve that out a little bit more. All right. Not bad. We're coming along. We're coming along. Okay. So I'm blending that out. Just taking a look here in my mirror. And it is so hot in my bathroom. Do you see this? What's happening? My hair's naturally curly and it's like reverting right in front of your eyes. It's reverting back to its natural state. Okay, that's okay. Okay. So yes, it is currently July, so we are so hot. It's so hot where I live. It is so hot. I mean, the sun comes up at like 4 a.m. 4 a.m. in the morning. Like, what are you doing up? What are you doing up? I want to know. Okay. So I just continue to blend, 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 blend. And I bring it down even a little bit like towards my mouth so there's no hard lines. Okay, now that's done. In the last couple of years, obviously there's been a huge resurgence in the, liquid blush. And I love a liquid blush, but I don't think it loves me because they don't stay on my face. I can put a liquid blush on and 2.5 seconds later, it's gone. It's completely gone. So I don't know what that's about, but your girl likes good old powder. I mean, if it's a beach day or a pool day or something like you're going outside for, activities, we're going to be walking and sweating. Obviously, this isn't going to be your routine. You could, do a light little like dewdrop situation with some, like this is really pretty duo that I have. And I will put this on sometimes, but I put it sometimes over my powder. And that's just what I do. But anyways, I digress. Yeah, but all the girls love the cream blush these days. No one's paying any mind to the good old faithful. Let's see. What color are we gonna do? I usually like a peach on my blush, but I've been stepping out recently and trying new things, and I've discovered that a plum, which I would have never reached for before, a plum blush is really, really nice. It comes off for me because I'm so yellow underneath my skin tone and also my undertone. It comes off as pink. So that's a surprise. I will say, when you want to try new shades, go to the Dollar Tree. If you want to experiment with color, go to the Dollar Tree. That's how I've literally learned everything that I know about color theory as far as I'm concerned. My face. Can't tell you about your face, just mine. But yeah, let's do, and then also sometimes I like to bring in like shadow, like actual eyeshadow onto my cheeks to tie everything together. So this actually is a palette that I got from the Dollar Tree, and it's a peachy nude palette, and I like it on my cheeks. So I'm gonna grab my blush brush and I'm gonna go in, and what I do, I just kind of do like a swipey motion with these two colors right here. This one and this one. And this one is called Peachy Nudes, and I think it's LA Colors. They really, are so underrated. So then I just go right on top. Now, I love blush. I am a blush-aholic. Give me a shirt, get me, the classes that you have to go to, that you stand up and you say, "Hi, my name is," and I can't live without it. Because I feel like when you've got so much going on your face, freckles, when you've got so many freckles, you need to be able to center the face, center the eyes, give some people like something to look at where it's not like, oh, there's so much going on. No, we want you right here, baby, right here. So this is my first layer. Do not judge me. We can talk when it's all done, and when you see, it's not gonna look like it's too much, but you're gonna be like, I can't believe she did 5 layers of blush. Yes, that's what I did. I did 5 layers of blush because I love the blush. Okay, let's go ahead and finish up right here. Ooh. So I like that. And I always bring, because you want to look like you've got blood running through all that powder that you just put on yourself. So I bring it up a little, you know, just a tad, a schmizhent. So now that I've got my blush on, let's do the brows. And the way I do brows, let's see, I just had the little brow brush. Okay, so I've got my little spoolie. Love this. And then actually, you know what, before I do that, I'm gonna take my Beauty Blender and I'm gonna make sure that nothing, I mean nothing, is sitting in those fine lines. Okay, we're gonna, now this is kind of strange and I was so happy when I found this. It's called, and it's from Smashbox, but it's a cream shadow and it's called Grage. So it's beige and gray, but really it's more like a brown without the red, like a gray brown. So I'm gonna put this on my little, I mean, this thing sees so much action. It doesn't even know what to do. So just a small squirt. Sometimes I don't even need that. And what I do, I like to get my sharp angled brush. I have one from Clinique that I love to use. Let's see, but if I can't find my Clinique one, I use this one. I do not know where I got it from, just no idea. And I wet it, and I like to pinch it. So I wet it and I pinch it. And now do you see how sharp that is? Okay, that's what we're gonna go in with. So I take my Grage, love that name, by the way, Smashbox killed it. So I take my Grage, and then I'm gonna actually, what I wanna do is fill in those sparse brows. And this isn't the last and only step in the brow. This is just the first. So sorry, I was off camera there for a second. So again, on this side, and it's not even, just fill it in. Now on the tails, that's really what needs the work. So I'm gonna actually lean in a little closer here so that you can see. So I just fill it in. I'm filling that sucker in. It is a ball-headed beast over here. Sometimes over here too, but mostly over here. And wow, that's really close. All right. And we're gonna finish off this side. I'm just gonna do this because I need to get really close to the mirror because I want it to actually look good. I want it to be good. All right. And I kind of just feather it through like that. There we go. Okay, it is so hot in here. I'm gonna need a fan. And I also get my little spoolie. Now, I know it looks like a mess. You're like, oh, Misha, what the heck? That looks horrible. I'm actually gonna touch up one little spot and then I'll go in with the real brow happener. Okay. The real brow happener? What is the real brow happener? Okay. So once I'm finished with Grage, they don't make this anymore and I gag because I love it so much. But that's okay. We've learned to do without. This is, and it's not used for brows, but I used it for brows for many of years, and I can't even get rid of this case, or the case, because it's my holy grail, and it's just literally, it's only got the corners at this point, but I'm not letting it go. I'm hoping they bring it back. It's the Clinique water resistant eyeliner in muted brown. And this thing would last for years. The reason I cannot let it go is because of this little brush right here. Okay, I'm almost embarrassed to show you this, but you know, we're best friends now, so I guess I will. Do you see this? Do you see this? It has been ruined. It's ruined. Anyways, what I do now, so the formula was incredible. You would wet the eyeliner and use the little flat brush to do your eyeliner. But that is pretty much, that ship has sailed on this thing because it's only the corners that are left. But I figured out, so this is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner in brown, and it really does mimic the color and the consistency. So what I do, I put some water inside of the little, put some water in there, and then I take my eyeliner. Now I'm giving you guys all the nuggets, all the good stuff. None of the girlies are talking about any of these things because I honestly don't think they, listen, you have to be resourceful. They say, what was that saying? Necessity is the mother of invention. I am inventing products up in here like a chemist. Do you see this? Okay, we're gonna just put some of that right in the middle, right where we wet it. Now, I have to focus a lot, you guys, so if I don't talk to you for a second, just hold tight, I'll be back. Mixing the water and my brown, because if I go straight in with the brown, it's not, the consistency is not right, like it's streaky. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna have to do this off camera and come back, but I will show you one stroke just to kind of show you exactly what I'm dealing with here. Let's see if, okay, so what I do, I usually don't have it that dark either. So what I do is I'll go pretty much like small hair-like strokes and outline the brow. So give me a couple of minutes, I'll be back. Okay, so I am back. Brows are on. I brushed my dusty edges because they were looking really rough. Okay, but do you see that? Do you see that? No, I got a little crazy over here. I'm not excited about it. It's a little bit darker on the ends that I wanted, but I like a sculpted brow. I like a really defined brow. I feel like brows are so personal to your face. If you like something a little bit simpler, by all means, you know, whatever you want to use, but you can do so much with that. Like if I felt like doing a light brow, I could do a light brow. Like I don't have to go this dark. I don't have to go this heavy. The only reason I'm going to go this dark and I'm going to go this heavy is because I'm doing a brown shadow base, or like a brown shadow base. So that's why I want to kind of really kind of carve them out. And I usually don't use like contour and concealer to do that. I literally just do it with that one product, and that's why we need to start a petition. Estee Lauder, please, 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 please bring it back. Bring back the muted eyeliner. And I will say, I think I know why they discontinued it, because I think I've had this since maybe 2002. I mean, I'm just kidding. It's not actually 2002, but maybe it lasts forever. It lasts forever. So maybe the sales weren't popping because, listen, we're holding on to this thing. I saw it on eBay, which is so funny. I was like looking for it. I saw it on eBay. People are selling this thing for $85. Now, as much as I love it, guess what? Where's my This is doing the trick. I just have to ration myself out until I can find some other cake liner, which I don't, like barely anyone makes cake liner. We need to talk to them about that, y'all. Like that's a problem. This is the stuff. And for brows, oh, and let me just say something else. It is not going to move. Not going to move. I mean, I've done everything in this cake liner. I've just, all of it. It's not going anywhere. Anywhere. Okay, enough about that. Let's keep this party train going. All right. So what I like to do now, I'll go in with my Charlotte Tilbury. This is like the little cute change purse, little pressed powder. I have it in medium. And I got this so I can see if I loved it. Like all the girlies were talking about it. Everyone was raving about it. You know, their makeup goes on flawless, all this stuff. Well, I do really, really love it. I do. But I only put it literally right here where the pores are a little bit larger and I just kind of want to diminish them. I don't, and maybe a little bit here, but not even. And then, excuse me, I have like the worst allergies. So I usually like to get my little powder puff. And I mean, I will get in there, right on there. And actually, did you see that big circle, that hole of product? There's no product there. So I've got to fill that sucker in because I need some product. So I'll just put that right there, where those pores are. Just to look, I mean, Charlotte, we might have to listen. We might need to do a before and after. Look at this side. You can clearly see that is just incredible. It just smooths everything out. Just smooths it all out. Look at that. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. And so now I've got to buy the big size one. That's what you do. You buy the trial size. You get a sample. And then if you love it, you invest in it. I'm not about to just wildly go spend. I think she said it was like $38 for the large size. I can't even remember. But I was like, oh, let me get the $25 one and I'll test it out. Okay, so we're gonna go in, same thing. We're gonna hit the pores and we're pushing. We're pushing in. We are not, because listen, we have just laid all of this powder on right on top of my contour. And I don't even usually. We've laid all this powder on. We want to make sure, and I'll just put a little bit on my chin, and then we'll do just a little bit up here for good measure, just for good measure. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's coming together. So now, do you know what I'm saying to myself? I feel like I'm washed out. I feel like I don't have enough blush. So we're gonna have to find some more blush and add some more blush. And what kind of blush are we gonna use? Let's see, what am I feeling like? In summer, yeah, we're gonna keep it on the peachy side. This is Luminoso, and I believe, Lord Jesus, it was a Milani blush. So this is a Milani blush, and I like the sheen. So it's kind of like it's a peachy pink, but it has this beautiful sheen. Let's go ahead and throw some of that on. And we're just warming this whole situation up. And like I said, I love the blush. Now, I also feel like it's getting a little flat because we're so matte. We're gonna add that shimmer that like we were talking about earlier. We're gonna add that shimmer back in. Let's get a little bit more. And let's just throw a little bit on there on the nose, just a little, just for, you know, a little bit of color. And I've got a couple of ways I like to do my highlighter. And I've got a couple of highlighters I really love. I love the Stila highlighter. This is so pretty. The formula is beautiful. I love it. This one is in bronze. I know it comes in 3 colors. And you can see it's been well loved. So I typically don't even use like an actual applicator. I just rub my fingers because like I said, the formula is like it's like a balm, like a dry balm. I don't know. It's like a dry balm. And what I'll do, I'll just go right down the tip of my nose. And I'm not going all the way down to the tip because I don't want, listen, this is bulbous. I'm not trying to, you know, bring a lot of attention to that. So, but I also like to go in on 2 spots on my forehead, and I'm so precise with it because I'm going to blend it out. But I like, when you look at me, I want to shine in certain spots. Let me show you the spots. I want to shine here, right here. I want to shine right here. I want to shine right here. I want to shine here and here. And that's it. Sometimes a little here on top of the Cupid's bow if we're feeling cute. But none on the chin and none anywhere else, I don't think. I mean, sometimes, yeah, a twinkle in the eye or your eyeshadow, whatever. But for the most part, as far as like highlighter, that's the only place I'm hitting up. Okay, and let's blend that out a little bit. And I'll take my... and I'm blending, and I'm blending. So do you see how we've added some dimension, some depth, some definition back in? I don't know what just happened with my words, but let's try that again. Do you see how I've added dimension and depth and definition? So I'm also not looking cakey anymore. Like, no one's trying to be cakey. Like, literally, we want a full beat without any of the cakiness. I'm so tired of the cakey girls. Or just not any makeup. Like, okay, you know, that clean girl era, loved it for you guys. It's not for me. It's just not. It's not. I'm a full makeup girly. I mean, unless I'm going to the pool, like that's pool makeup. That's not real makeup. Anyways, okay, so this tends to be really gold. You guys probably, it's not picking up gold on camera, it's picking up more of like a sheen, but it can be really gold. So what I'll also do is I've got this Anastasia, this loose powder, and it's more like a pigment powder. It's like a, I don't know if you can see the color, it's like a iridescent pinky gold, but it's so beautiful. And the reason, I swear they might have stopped making this because I have had this forever. I need just a drop. I don't need a lot. Sometimes I add this into my foundation. Sometimes I mix it with other pigments and other powders and just use it as like a highlighter. Sometimes I put it in the corners. So it just depends, but you can do so much with this little pigment. I just love it so much. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna tap some right onto my handy dandy tray. Tap just a little bit more. I feel like a little mixologist. That's what I like. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And I like mixing it with, where is it? It's my Revolution. Here we go. My Revolution, again, you cannot even see. This is my Revolution Illuminator, my God. Liquid Luminous Gold. You can't see that, but it's called Liquid Luminous Gold, and it's by Revolution. So I take that, and it comes in one of these little, you know, droppers, which honestly, I don't even think it works. Like, if it's not like, it's not an actual dropper, but whatever. And then I tap it right next to my powder, my highlighter, a little bit more, and then I mix them together. And then I'm gonna go right over. So do you see how much of a lighter contour that is? Or not contour, I mean highlighter. So it's super light. And usually what I'll do, so I don't disturb the rest of my makeup because I'm not a psycho, I will just pat it in with my fingers. Okay? We're just patting it in. We're just patting it in. And I'm not going on the bulb of my nose because it's round. We are just gonna, and I'm gonna do the same thing right up here. I'm gonna go right into that spot because, like I said, I wanna glow in 3 to 5 places. 3 to 5 places. Look at that. Do you see that glow? Look. You can't see it on here because I haven't done it yet, but when I do it, look at this. Okay, ready? Let's do this. Put it over there. And I'm trying not to disturb that foundation or anything, so I'm just being really gentle about kind of just patting it out. And I just disperse those edges, kind of diffuse. I like that word better, diffuse. I diffuse the edges. And then I get my beauty blender and I kind of just make everything blend together. Now, do you see this? Do we look cakey? No, no, we don't. We are looking really good. Okay? And throughout the entire thing, I am making sure nothing is in those lines. Like, no one has time for that. All right. I like this highlight. Enough gabbing about that. I really like the way this is looking. I feel like, okay, let's go in with shadow. Let's do the shadow now. So no, actually, wait, let's not do the shadow. So the cheeks are looking kind of like, okay, but I want to warm them up a little and I want them to be a little bit more of like okay, I'll just show you and then we'll talk about it. So I like mixing, as I've said before, certain colors onto like my cheeks or, you know, this is an eyeshadow palette I got from Amazon. I got this palette because I was in love with, okay, so I have this Anastasia palette, Subculture, and there's a color in here called Edge. Okay, please don't judge me. I let my daughter use my eyeshadow for playing, and do you see? Please do not let your children use your eyeshadow palettes because they are ruiners of everything nice, just ruiners. But she can't be blamed for this one or this one. This is her, and yeah, you can tell. But I love this one so much, and what I would do with this color, I would put it like in here to almost, it's almost like underpainting. I don't know. When I first heard that term and saw it, I was like, oh, I feel like I do that. But I'm trying to get kind of like my complexion. Or not like blushy. I want it to look natural, but like beautiful. Anyways, so I knew this color was running out and I wanted to get a palette with just like this olive, kind of yellow, burnt orange, kind of green. I don't even know how to pinpoint it, but I'll show you the colors in this palette, and I feel like I did accomplish that because this palette I got from Amazon. It's called Mine 9-color shadow palette, and this one is, I guess you can call this the yellow one. This is the yellow one because they have like a red one, they have a pink one, they have a purple one, and it's just all decked out with just like similar shades. I might go back and get some more because honestly, such a great find, such a great buy. Pigments are good, and I believe I paid $9.99 for it, so they weren't that expensive. And let me just show you what the colors look like. First of all, oh my gosh, loves this for me. I love this. Okay. So I've got obviously a yellow undertone, but let me show you what I do. So I'll go in and I'll take, like, say, I use a lot of this color, and I don't even think these have names. Guys, listen, these do not have names. And if they did, I don't know where, well, see, no, oh, okay. So it does have like a little, but you can't tell if it's upside down, so it doesn't even matter. I'll just show you the colors that I use. I usually go in with this one right here and then this one right here. So like that, like almost like olive, light olive. No, it's not an olive. What color is that? I don't even know. I take those two and I mix them together and then I blow. And so what I do, I'll just add right in there. And I'm going back in and I'll blow and then I'm going in, because for me, I don't want to look cakey and I do not want to look washed out. I think those two things with makeup are the worst things. So then I'm blowing. And I like an ombre effect with my blush, so I'm kind of building this up. So I go in, and do you see how it's starting to look like, oh, she just naturally is flushed. And that's her natural. I don't know how natural it looks, but we're going to just give me a little bit more of color into my face. And please just trust the process, because when you first do it, it seems like, oh, wow, that completely ruined her blush. No, 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 because we're not, you remember, 5 blushes. We're not even on what, 2, 3? So we're going to go in. Oh, yeah, I like that. And then I'll go up and I'll add it up here, because I like the way it looks when it blends with that like peach color. Okay, love that, because it almost looks like, okay, she's been in the sun, she's healthy. And then I'll go back through those 2 colors, and I'm hitting up right in here because I want that blood to look like it's rushing. So I'm almost like going over my foundation with color. I'm adding color back into my entire face. Just back into it. Oh, sure. Let's throw some down there for good measure. Sometimes I'll even hit this spot up with a little bit of bronzer, because I feel like after we're all said and done, sometimes this is a little light or this is a little light. Okay. Let me take a look here. Yes. A little bit more on this side. Maybe a blend out this side a little bit more. Now, perfect. Okay, and that's enough of that. So after that step, I will get my blush brush back out. Just a little. And right back in there. So now, when you look at my face, it doesn't look like I just have like a pink swash. It's like I've got color going on all inside of my face, which it makes you look healthy. It makes you look so good. And I'm just kind of using this blush brush to kind of tie everything in. Yep. I don't really add too much more product. I'm just blending. Okay, let's go to shadow. Now, I love a good brown shadow. I will say that most of the browns, though, they have so much red in it. So much red. Why so much red? Why? Why? Why can't we have a true brown? Okay. Anyways, let me get off my soapbox about the brown situation, and let's actually put some brown shadow on. I've got a couple of options. I have the Too Faced palette, Better Than Chocolate. Love this one, guys. I haven't even let the girly touch it yet because, listen, I can't. So we can go in with Cake My Day Brownie Points, which I usually love these 2. Skinny Dipped is another one of my favorites. If we're gonna do just this, you know what? Actually, no, let's do, let me actually grab, okay, and this is why you cannot sleep on the beauty supply store. this palette is from, this is the second one I got. It's not, and the first one, you should see it. It looks crazy. Got this from the beauty supply store. I think I paid $20. Okay, guys, like seriously, it's like a dream. It's a dream. And this obviously is like the brown neutral one, but they have, you know, pink, purple, like the different tones. So I really love this color up here as a base. Again, no color, no name, but it's this one up here. So it looks almost like a soft, sandy kind of like brown with a little bit of a hint of like, I don't know, like a green undertone. I try to stay away from the browns with too much red. I can't. So let's go ahead, and my brush, I've had this brush forever. I mean just forever. But let's go ahead and put this one on. And let's figure out what this look is going to be. And I really take my time and just work that shadow in there on that lid. I'm just going in with that shadow. And right where that contour was, I'm picking that up and I'm just really connecting it. Now we're going to go to the other eye. This is going to be a very, very simple eye. Not anything crazy or wild at all. And for me, just depending on your eye shape, do you see how I'm just going back and forth in that crease? Like back and forth, and I bring it up a little bit so that it can blend out, and then I bring it over. And I don't have a ton of shadow, and so, especially something like that's so close to your skin tone, don't be afraid to really get it in there and move that sucker around, because we want it to be blended, you know, everything seamless, no harsh lines, no cakiness. And then again, okay, we're on our way. And if you have some fallout, which I do, always have a clean brush available and just kind of swoop it away, swoop it away. I mean, honestly, I should have blown on it, blown on it. Now, I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna go under just ever so slightly. Oops. And I'm going up. I'm going up. I'm following the natural shape of my eye. Usually I would switch out brushes, but since it had some powder on it, I figure I'd use what was left. And so usually the brush I use for the bottom lid is like this fluffy, I think this is definitely an e.l.f. brush. Yeah, it's the e.l.f. Professional Defining Eye Brush, and it's just kind of super soft and angled. And that's what I usually do my under eyes with. I make the stupidest faces when I do my eyeliner or my eyeshadow. Like this. Okay. Now, We can keep it here. We can, you know, keep this just like this, but I feel like we need to step it up a little. But that's a good base. So we've got our base shadow on. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe palette. Oh, guys, the girl got to this one. She's, I need to just, excuse me while I do surgery over here. Oh my God. Do you hear that? It's on life support. Someone just died. Okay. Don't let your kids play with your makeup. Okay. I'm actually glad that she didn't ruin the one shadow, or the shadow I was looking for. So, listen, I'm a creature of habit. We've got, and it's all the same kind of shadow. So I'm just gonna go back in with that same brush, and I'm gonna go on top of that because I just want to give it a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Hey, this is the Morphe 2 palette. I am using the color. It's called, Lord have mercy. Hold on, let me see. Down to Earth. Okay. Anywho, let's go ahead, and I have noticed with my Morphe colors, you really got to blend those suckers out. You got to blend them out. Okay. Now, do you see that? I'm really liking the way this is looking. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with that angled brush. I don't know why I bother putting them up. There's just no point. And then I'm gonna go under just again. Just a little, because that color is really, can be really intense. And I'm just following my natural eye shape. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now I want to go back over it with, this is like a true brown, and this is actually from LA Colors, one of my Dollar Tree finds. I just love this trio. There's another one that has a lighter brown that I picked up earlier this summer. Also really love that one. This brown is like, it's like my perfect brown. I just love it. And if I couldn't find this brown, I would go in with that darker color, that darker contour color, the powder, the Maybelline Fit Me. You can go in with that one because that's a true brown. So what I'm gonna do, that same brush, because I kind of want them to all just kind of blend seamlessly together. I'm gonna go right on top of that with that brown. And with this brush, I'm gonna take it a little bit higher, And I'm gonna take this color a little bit lower. So I'm really carving that eye out. and I want it to be angled, and I want it to be diffused. Why did it take me so long to say that? Okay, there we go. Now we're going to do the other eye. I'm just going to go above, go right on top with that. And we're carving out. And I'm just going to use that clean brush and sweep all that excess away. Okay. All right. Now we've got our brown base shadow on. All right. I usually don't. Now, depending on what you're doing, you can add a shimmer on top. If you're feeling like, you know, you want to do something crazy, you can go ahead and do something crazy, like twinkles in the eyes. It just depends. But if I'm, you know, running and I've got to get going, obviously it wouldn't take this long, but it's because I'm really showing you guys what I do. I would go eyeliner right now. I'm a liquid girly. I think that it's just been using liquid for a long time. I'm trying to think if I'm okay with, because my feeling about certain things, okay, when it comes to makeup is the daytime, usually you want to do like a medium eye, a medium lip. Nighttime, you can do a bold lip, a bold eye, or just a bold lip. Daytime, you could do a bold lip by itself, but for me, I try to stay away from doing like a bold eye and a bold lip in the daytime. Like, that's too much. You're doing too much. Where are you going? Again, we don't look cakey, but listen, we've got makeup on. We've got our makeup on. I'm definitely going to go back in with some more blush, but you know. So anyways, so I use the black e.l.f. liquid liner. I have been using this and the Wet n Wild. Okay, so I use Wet n Wild and e.l.f. since I was 13 years old. I think I started with the Wet n Wild, and then I switched to e.l.f. because I think Wet n Wild did something weird with their brush. But the Inkwell bottles, these, ride or die. These are lifers. I have been going so strong. I love them so much. Okay, I make a weird face, and also I pull my eye a little bit, which the reason I love liquid is because pencils tend to tug at that eye area, and over time it sags. But it's funny, I like the liquid, the look of the liquid, and I also like that I don't have to tug in my eye area, but then I do this to put it on. So I don't know if it defeats the purpose or what, but that's just what's happening. Okay, so let me show you how I do my liquid. I pull my eye, and I'm gonna have to just like roll you over here because I cannot. Here we go. Okay, I might have to even get closer. I might have to do this off camera and just show you guys, because I swear there's not I need to be like right next to the mirror, Hold on. So, and I want to show you where I put it, because I am not starting my eyeliner over here. I'm not doing it. I start my eyeliner where my eyeball is, like, and that's like the middle of my eye. So I go in with my liquid right into the lash line, and I get a little bit thicker. And usually I do a cat eye. I'm a cat eye girl. If I'm doing like a smoky eye look, I contour it to the shape of, you know, wherever I'm doing the smoky. But I typically do a cat eye. So I'll just do my normal cat eye, let you guys see the normal, because this is kind of like my everyday. Obviously, it would not take this long, but let me finish doing the eyeliner and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my liquid eyeliner on and I wanted to, okay, so do you see where I take it? I wanted to show you something, because this, my Q-tip, always have a Q-tip. After I do my liquid eyeliner, and I find this to be a necessary evil, because sometimes I can't find a Q-tip. Like if I'm on vacation and I just didn't remember to bring my Q-tips, that never happens. Let me give you an actual scenario. Like, let's say I have to do my makeup someplace and I did not pack my Q-tips in my makeup bag. This is what you need the Q-tip for. Let me get a clean one so you can actually see. So a clean Q-tip, I wet it. Once you wet it, go through your lashes and get that extra eyeliner off of your lashes. Now, okay, do you see that? Okay, I'm going through this one and I swear it affects your mascara. It is affecting your mascara. That dried eyeliner is ruining your mascara. I do this and I've been doing this, okay, and I smudged it a little bit on there, so I have to clean up that line. But I've been doing this forever, and I notice if I don't do that, my mascara is not going to be nice. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be something I'm proud of. I'm going to be like, what is this clumpy, dried up mess? It's going to be like you're wearing mascara from 10 years ago. It's going to not go on good, because that product, that eyeliner that's already on your lashes, like, it just does something. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Anywho, now let me clean that little spot up just really quickly here. All right, there we go. I just added a little bit more and that's it. All right, that's eyeliner done. Again, going in with that Q-tip. We all have our little things that we do, our religious things. I don't know if it's just me or what. Okay, nice and clean. Clean that on up. Okay, let's see what I'm going to do. And please, this towel is just, it's been through it. I'm gonna grab a makeup wipe and wipe my hands, because right now I feel like, I like it. I'm gonna take off, you know, that cast of foundation you get around your lips when you're doing your makeup. Take that off. Okay, now we are going to, trying to think if I want to add a shimmer or not. I haven't decided yet, so instead let's go to lips. Let's go to lips. For lips, I've got my favorite nude, and I believe that is literally the name of the color. And yes, so this is my favorite nude by LA Colors, and this is a gel lip liner. And when I first got it, I did not like the formula. I did not like the formula, but guess what? That sucker stays on through thick and thin. It is going to be there for you. Like, I can't reapply all day. I can't be in the bathroom reapplying. Like, that's not my life. Like, I'm a busy mom. I've got things to do. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning. No one has time to reapply lip liner. I need it to, as I'm eating something, just magically disappear and fade beautifully. That's what I'm looking for in every single lip liner. That's what I would like, a beautiful fade. Not this like line around my lips. Anyways, this, it's good. I'll talk to you about another Holy Grail product because it's so good. And I hate that it's so good because it's so expensive. It's so good. Maybe I should put that one on. No. Let's do this one. So yeah, this is my favorite nude. So any nude pencil that you have, but I will say this gel, it does dry it out a little bit though. Okay, anyways, I don't overline my lips. Do you? Whatever you like. I feel like I want to add some pink to the cheeks. I'm not sure. Like it's pulling, like I might want to do like a little bit of pink right here. We'll see. Let's do the lips and we'll figure it out. Okay. I don't know why they name things the way they name them, because I would never say this is nude. Like, I don't know. Is that nude to you? That looks like a pinky brown, whatever. Okay. So I put it all over. And then I go in with a darker, like a darker brown color, because I like that color, but I like a little definition too. I like my lips to be defined. Oh no, I think this one's almost gone. It is. Okay. I don't know if you guys have like those stores where you live. Like the store that I got this from, it's called BBB Fashion. And all of the clothes are very questionable. Like, would not wear anything actually that they sell in there, but their makeup section, first of all, it's makeup, hair, shoes. It's like the Walmart of like beauty supply. And their makeup section, y'all, it's sick. It's sick. Anyways, got this lip liner from them because it's a true brown. So it's called Nude X. And God only knows where you can find this. I just, but I will let you see here. And it's like a brown. So I go back in. My lips are so dry. Okay, please excuse that. Doing your makeup on camera is like super weird, honestly. Okay. And all right. I'm gonna have to go back to BBB and get another one. Oops. Get another one of these because this was my jam. Okay. Now let's go in with some. I've learned the way to keep your lips on is by having it layered. You have 3 to 5 liners. You have, 4 different lipsticks. So I'm gonna go right on top with a lipstick. Where is it? Okay, here it goes. I love this lipstick. I love this brand. Or this line. I might have to go back and get another color. This is the Wet n Wild Soft Blur Matte Lipstick. And this color is Nude for Love. So pretty, you guys. It's so pretty. It's like the prettiest, like pinky. Why do they call these nudes? These are not nudes. I don't know. Do you see that? It's pink. Like, how is that nude? I don't know. Can we talk to the people that are giving these items their color, their names? Okay. I mean, it's like a pop of color. It's not too crazy. So I was putting on my lips so I could decide if I wanted to add something to the eyes. I mean, I guess we could just leave it there. This is our first, this is our first meeting, but you know what we can do? Let's put a little bit, just a touch of bronzer to brown everything up, just to blend everything and melt everything. And then let's do mascara and we'll be done with it. And obviously some gloss. So I'm gonna take my contour color and I'm gonna go back in and I'm just gonna make sure that sculpt it back out. And also with just a very light hand, just kind of add, never, I do not want to look washed out. Like that's not the vibe. So then I'll really like scrub it. And then I'll go in right in here. Again, right in there. And bring those back to life. Okay. And let's go right on top of that. With a little bit more of this. I changed my mind on the blush. Maybe I will do a little bit of pink. Oh, it's so hard. See, this on camera, it's pulling like really like kind of pink. It's not brown at all. It's definitely not nude. I kind of want to do, let's go in with some gloss on top and see what that looks like. That was my daughter. Excuse that. All right. Nope, I'm still filming. I'm almost finished. Okay. Let's go ahead and do mascara. Okay. So I just did my mascara off camera. And I use the telescopic mascara in Blackest Black. Yeah, telescopic and Blackest Black. I love it because of the applicator. It's a comb and you can just literally comb it through your lashes. Normally I don't wear lashes unless it's a special occasion. I will put like those falsies just on the corner, but I've never been really a big fan of the strip lashes just because when it's time to go, it's time to go. No one has time for the glue and all that stuff. But if you've got time to do it and you love lashes, by all means, do what makes you comfortable. Now, this look, oh, I added some gloss. Let's see, this is called The Power of Nude, and I got it from that same store. So it's just like a basic nude. Now, I'm pretty happy with the way everything turned out. I am going to do just a little bit. I have a Zac Posen liquid blush that I think is really pretty. Where is it? No. Where are you, Zac Posen? Hold on one second. Okay. Yes, so I do have a Zac Posen blush that I think is really pretty. And so what I'll do, since I don't want to disturb this, and it's so hard not to, like when you're doing liquid on top of powders, you just want to be really careful. So I'll just do, and don't you just love, if you saw how corally in person this was, it'd be insane. So I'm just gonna do that. Just tap very lightly on this area, right up in here, and that's going to give it just a really pretty glow, and so just a touch more of like of color. Okay, let's do the other side. Even Steven. See guys, that's why you have to get sleep, because my bags are so big, they're all the way down my face. I get sleep. Sleep's so important. Okay. Yep, there she is. All right, give me a couple of minutes. I'll fix the hair and I will show you the completed look. Give me a sec.